So when you get a quadratic, you perform the quadratic formula, right? We did the work, that's the first video. We plug it into the formula, whether you go to a calculator and you immediately get your answers, or you solve it by hand and you get your answers, right? Your preference. We come up with these two numbers. Okay, those numbers are really, really important. They're your x-intercepts. That's what these green numbers are, and all the way down. They're gonna be your x-intercepts. So that means at 3, -4, I'm going to put 2 points on the x-axis. So if my x-intercept is 3 and it's -4, that means those are my x-intercepts. I just realized my hand's in the way. It's also called roots, zeros, solutions. Those are all synonyms. So what it means visually is at 3, 1, 2, 3, that's a point. And -4, that's your other point. Okay, and so now you should be able to graph the parabola. Keep going? Yeah. Okay, so the way you graph the parabola, I need paper, is you plot your x-intercepts, right, on the xy axes. All right, you're then going to find the midpoint, or the mid number, the mid value on the x-axis. Okay, so what do I mean by that? If I look at my number line and I have -4, that would be -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So it's -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, how many units apart are they? 7. Very good, right? Because I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, they are 7 units apart. What is half of 7? Right. So it's up to you. If you want to go 3.5 units from 3, or if you want to go 3.5 units from -4, it's your choice. But what number does that land on? Very good. So 1, 2, 3.5, and it's -0.5. And if I went here, 1, 2, 3, again, I stop at that -0.5, and that's the number we need. So eventually you do this, and that's not a degree. That 0 is to that 0. It's not a degree. That -0.5 is what you're going to use to plug back into the quadratic. The function, not the quadratic formula. And so a lot of you won't even write this. Some of you will. Some of you, I'll see you guys counting your fingers, okay? But you got to find the halfway number. Because remember, your vertex is halfway between any set of points. Remember, it's symmetric. It's equidistant. So between these 2 points lies your vertex. You just don't know if it's way up here or way down low. But your vertex is in the middle. Okay, so if I know it's -0.5, and if we know axes of symmetry, right, that means that my line of symmetry, axes of symmetry, is somewhere, well, this is my axis of symmetry, and my vertex is sitting on that line. Kind of? Okay, so how do I find the exact vertex? Well, so far I know that my vertex is -0.5, and now I just have to find the y value. Okay, well, in the very first problem, right, this is the function they give us. So the quadratic is x² plus x minus 12 equals 0. Instead of 0, put a y and find out what y is. How do I find out what y is? Plug in that -0.5 where you see an x. And so you get input, output. If you want to know what y value correlates to that x number, substitute it into the equation. Okay, so you're given the function here. You don't have to look for it. Okay, so what's negative 0.5 squared plus 0.5, whoops, negative 0.5, minus 12, and so what do I get? Negative 11? Perfect. No? Oh, okay. Well, it's okay. I mess up too, so it's all right. All right, let me see. Negative 0.5 squared.
Negative 11.25.
Oh, okay. So you weren't wrong. Did I do it right? I did it right. Yeah? Let's do it. And anybody else?
I got 11.25.
Okay, what did I do wrong? Plus negative 0.5 minus 12.
You don't put a 0 in it?
Oh, if you want me to put a 0, I could put a 0 here. All right, somebody else. Let's see. Let's get a consensus. You're not getting 11, by the way. Anybody else? Type it in. Josh, get the calculator. Dylan, grab the calculator. Come on, help me out here. It's negative 0.5 squared plus, and then the negative right is x, 0.5 minus 12. What are you getting?
11.25.
Oh, you gotta put it in calc.
0.5 negative,
Uh-huh.
and then square it, and then plus 0.5.
But it's negative 0.5.
Is it negative?
Yeah, the
That's
x is
probably
negative.
wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm getting it.
Yeah, you'll get it. Yeah, yeah. Good job. All right, give it a go. Make sure you're with my negative 12.25. Ah. So that should be the y value, and this is your vertex. And then we're gonna plot in a second. What are you guys getting?
Same thing.
Me? Negative 12.25? Yeah. Everybody okay?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right, so look, this is why you take partner quizzes. So if you just forget a negative, your partner is there to right? You guys see me mess up. Okay, so that's your vertex. You plot that negative, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here's my vertex, and that's it. You guys graphed. You don't have to do a full-on table. I just want to know, do you guys know how to graph getting intercepts? And so when you're given x-intercepts,
Sure.
all you have to do is find your midpoint, your mid value on the x-axis, get that number, substitute it into the given quadratic, the function, the equation, and then you get your y value. And there's my beautiful parabola.
More work when you graph.
So this is, you got to see your preference. I still prefer vertex form is super fast, right? Probably factored form like this isn't too bad, especially if you're comfortable with the quadratic formula. You just kind of throw it in the calculator. And then standard form, it's just because you have to do that minus b over 2a, and then you have to substitute the values. So far, you guys can graph from 3 different methods, which is what you're supposed to learn in this class, because im3, which you guys are all going to go to, im3, like right now, the students are doing cubic functions and polynomials to the 4th degree. And so that's why you guys have to be able to graph from vertex form, standard form, factor form. You have to be able to graph from those 3. And you have to understand that you get the same graph, regardless of the way it's written.
How do we graph 7?
Oh, you don't. It's imaginary. We're not there. Okay, fair enough? Yeah? Okay, so give the third one a go. So the third one is negative 3, 6. And then get that parabola going. Fair. And then probably in about 10 minutes, I'll do one from here, whichever one you guys want me to solve. I'll solve it with the quadratic formula, make sure you guys are okay. All right.